What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 71 of the weekly comic wrap up. Myself and a guest gonna bring you those hot topics, the market report, FOC selections of the week. But first, you notice this stupid duck? Well, the duck is back, guys. I was having trouble last week. The fact that the chat was not even able to pop up and I wasn't able to highlight you guys was very problematic for myself. So restream. That's a big no-no. And secondly, this morning, tried setting up the show for tonight several times. It was just not working. Sorry, Restream. That's what you're getting. So back to StreamYard. We'll see. Look, it's very expensive, man. It's like 30-something dollars Canadian a month right now on promo because of Black Friday. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, speaking Black Friday, it was Thanksgiving on Thursday. So all of my American friends, hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a good time. We celebrated Thanksgiving in October in Canada. And let me tell you, I know how it feels, man. You ate too much. You felt bloated. The turkey was stuffed. You're stuffed. That's how it works. Now New Year's is around the corner. And you're probably like, yeah, I'm going to get into the gym. I'm going to start to feel better about myself. Don't wait till then. Start now. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the night. Get a cold one. And let's do this. Guys, I want to talk about a few things before we get into it. This week, Rivals. Yes, for my fellow gamers, Rivals is coming out this Friday, December 6th. So I will definitely be playing this game. I have to bring it up because it's amazing. If you want, there you go. You could either join me or get your ass handed to you. Pick a side, but add me over on PlayStation. There you go, PS5. I'm ready to game. Let's get into it because it looks like it's going to be a hell of a good time. So if you're gaming, you got a PlayStation, feel free. Add me. Add me. Let's go. Let's go. All right. A few more things I want to bring up. One thing in particular, I had a few people ask me about, like, because you've seen me with my Black Crown t-shirts. I'm not really selling merch. So temporary solution. Here you go. If you guys want some merch, you can see. I put it in the description of the video. I don't really make anything off of this. It's on Sticker Mule. So if you go to the description of this video, you can see there's some merch here you can pick up. Get yourself a little not so pocket square. If you want a keychain or you want any other color of a t-shirt, feel free. They're not really expensive. And whatever price you see here, that's $21.47. That includes the price of shipping. So you get the t-shirt shipped to you for this price. So there you go. If you want some swag, you want to represent, feel free. There you go. One last thing I want to bring up before I bring in the awesome guest, who I'm so pumped. He's going to bring the energy. You know he will. Hot topics. Hot topics. I'm going to be changing it up a bit. Every week we talk about, some of the stuff that's happening news-wise, MCU-wise, DC, you name it, movies, video games. We talk about that. But I was talking with a few friends. I was talking with the group over at Covrprice, and I was talking with Lifteros. I was talking with many people about it, and I'm like, guys, there's so many things about the hobby, things going on within the hobby that need to be discussed, bigger topics, right? And ironically, tonight's topic, as you can see within the description of the video, there's gossip around something that, well, it kind of tied into what I wanted to talk about tonight. So that's going to be the hottest topic, of course, tonight. So stick around for that. But I want some of your feedback. If you're catching the replay or you're here in the comments live chat, let me know, man. Maybe, you want us to have that discussion about CGC, or slabbing in general. You want to talk about incentives. You want to talk about exclusives. Are they good for the hobby? Are they bad for the hobby? Every week, there's a new guest, so we can have multiple chats about these things that I think are very important when it comes to the hobby. Now, if you're going to talk to me about drama, this guy's challenging that guy to a boxing match and stuff like that, don't really care. It's not my jam, to be honest. But anyways, so let's have fun with that. Guys, he needs no introduction. He gets one anyways. He's energetic and he's beautiful. He is Infamous Gem. What's up, baby?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. Oh,
Yeah,
yo, what's up, everybody? Woo!
Did you find the gold? Did you find the gold?
Man, I found a big chunk. Yeah.
Big chunk. I like that. I like that. Oh, yeah. Salute,
Just
bro.
me, baby. Yo.
We're two Canadians, but happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. What's going on?
Not much, dude. It was a crazy week. I had a week. I feel so bad. I get a lot of DMs. Not that I'm popular. I'm not popular at all. I'm
Yo,
just saying
this guy,
I get
he's
I get
fucking. Yo, this guy
uh,
flexing. Yo,
at
fuck.
all, at all. But what I'm saying is I get messages. I'm horrible at it. I've been so swamped, birthday parties, etc. Now we're in the rush of Christmas, right?
It's
Christmas is
like
coming up.
it's like being an Italian, an Italian family, and having to do all the Italian family things because it's expected, and then trying to have a life. It's
Yeah,
impossible, bro.
yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man.
And I get you, man. I get it. I get
It's
it.
tough, dude. Being young, dude, if you guys really want to know, just on my mom's side, okay? My mom's side, they are 8 brothers and sisters. So I've got 16 aunts and uncles just on that side. Each one had like 3 kids. So first cousins, dude, we get together. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's my mom's side.
Yo, yo.
My
God
my
bless
gra-
Mama
my,
P.
my grandparents. So shout
Yo,
out to my
yo.
grandparents.
Shout out, man.
Yep. But
Grandpa's like, I just want you to all to know that this is all happening because I had sex at one time.
pretty much, pretty
Yeah,
much,
man.
or several. But anyways,
Several.
um, yeah, man. So been very busy. One thing I want to put out there, guys. Before I forgot to say it at the beginning of the show before bringing you in, but next week's actually my actual birthday, next Sunday. So what I'm doing, like I said, I don't make money off anything. Whether it's the t-shirts, whether it's the show, I don't make anything. But I'm bringing on Dan Delatorre. Dan Delatorre is gonna be here.
Yeah.
We're giving you guys stuff away next week, so you have a chance at winning an awesome slab next Sunday. So do tune in. We're gonna celebrate my birthday for you guys. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. Jeb, you're gonna be in the chat. You're gonna try to win that slab.
Yeah, yeah. I'm down.
There you go.
Let's
There you
go.
go. But Jeb, talk to me, man. Venom War just finished. We're gonna get into some Venom talk at some point. That was pretty interesting, right? You've been busy reading all of that good stuff.
Man, yeah, it's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's so quick. I'm gonna miss Ivan's art. That's probably the biggest thing for me. He's like the symbiote king as it is,
Yeah.
when it comes to Venom art. But man, I'm excited for, the new series, but we'll get into that later. It's all
Yep.
good.
Absolutely. Well, I said last week it was shitty. I didn't have the chat available to me. So tonight they are here. Let's talk to the chat. What's up, Love for Comics, man? Love for Comics. Always showing love, not because it's in his name. It's just who he is. It's just who he is. So thank you for being here. You got Derek. Welcome to the all new special collector's edition weekly comic wrap up #1, Legacy 71. We are going to talk about that. Yes, it is definitely a conversation to be had. So I can't wait to dive into that. But Derek, appreciate you being here. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving past to all of you guys down in the United States of America that are tuning in tonight or catching the replay. Ben LaRoche is in the house. Ben, haven't been able to be here in a while. Well, I'm happy you're here. That's all that matters. You are here. Who needs anything else? Thank you so much for being here. Dan Delatorre,
Yo,
just
Dan.
Dan. Yo, Dan is looking good. I'm sorry, Dan. I don't care what anybody says. You look amazing. I checked him out over on Instagram the other night and I was like, man, Dan's looking fit. Dan looks good. So, Dan, bring your butt on next week. Let's celebrate.
That's
Let's
good, man.
celebrate.
I'm fat as fuck right now, so bro, I'm pushing maximum density. I have a gravitational pull that fucking the Earth's gonna suck into the sun and it's gonna just go fucking nova,
No, no, it's just,
bro. But it's okay. New me, new year, bro.
no.
Nah,
Nowhere close.
I like me.
You're a married man. You're a married man. Happily, you have a daughter. You got a kids. Whatever.
Yeah, it's good. Fuck
No,
it.
who gives a shit? Who
I'm
gives?
only gonna live to be 50, but that's fine.
No, you're not. You're going to 100 because I need you here. We plan on going to episode 1000 at least, so you ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere. Phil's Treehouse is in the house. What's going on, Phil? Always love seeing Phil in the chat. I love seeing his shows. I miss Phil's stuff over on Sunday. Phil, bring it back. I want to see some more Phil's Treehouse on Sundays. Who else we got here? We got Christian. Yes, Monday I went to Creed, dude. Creed? I know Creed's a meme.
Now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you guys followed me over on Instagram, you saw exactly what I did at the Creed concert. They played My Sacrifice. It was
Yeah.
their It was their final song, and anybody who grew up in the WWE Attitude Era remembers they would play that song with a video package every single week. That show, when they
Badass.
performed, dude, I had the video playing in the crowd. I was holding it up. The the whole section was dying. They were just
Yo,
laughing.
I was reading something that fucking Xbox coming back, and man, I saw a picture of him. He's fucking yoked. Like
Yeah,
he's the Deca is doing him good because he's fucking looks like a freight train right now. Because he
yeah,
was
dude.
always like, small, agile or whatever. He looks like a scary dude.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. But Michael Baker's in the house. Yes, guys, we are going to get into some Baker shakers, some good ones
Yeah.
this week. Every week, Michael Baker just brings the heat. So thank you, Michael Baker, for being here. We've got Chia Pet in the house. Yes, Chia Pet, another awesome fellow. I don't say this too often because we always, publicly tend to clash on purpose, I think. But yeah, appreciate Chia Pet. Love to get him back on sometime soon because, well, apparently that's the only way he could talk to me. So thank you, Chia Pet. Alex is in the house. What's going on, Alex, man? Appreciate you. Thank you again for last week. Gave a $10 super chat, and he managed to get himself a yo-yo show at the end of the show, which was amazing. Dr. Yo-Yo, Chris killed it. Dude, it made me feel terrible. I was in line at Toys R Us this Friday because I went to get my kids something. I promise it was for my kids. And yeah, man, I saw a bunch of yo-yos, and I was like, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that, but absolutely not.
Straight
Start
up there
channel,
with devil sticks.
yeah. Start channel memberships so we can pay for your StreamYard. Hey, man, you know what? It's not a bad idea, but I don't want to take money from you guys. I don't feel like if I have to give you guys content, you need to pay for it. I don't know. I not disrespecting anybody who's doing that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Good idea. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. But Jerome's in the house. Rome alone. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you so much for being here. We got Ferdbird in the house. Ferdy's still doing his thing. Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
Third bird. Look at that. Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, he just posted about that.
Yeah, he just posted about that one.
Yep. You have a 9.8 as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I got a lot of 9.8s.
That's all you got. It is 9.8s. You're just one of those.
Well, I got a couple that like maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. I got lots.
Jeez, guys.
That's my flex behind me.
It is a flex. It's a great flex. But Comic Ozzy's in the house. What's up, Q, bro? Appreciate you being here. Comic Ozzy, I swear to God, I still reminisce about Terrificon. We need to get together again soon. It's been too long. I'm having withdrawals every day, to be honest. Amadis in the house. What's going on? Great chat. Amadis, one of those people where I had a conversation about the CGC. Chia Pet was there and everything. It was nice to see different perspectives, which is why I want to bring it to the forefront. So we'll have that CGC chat eventually. I want Black Crown socks.
Yeah, I like that. Dress socks.
You want these ones?
They need Black Crown dress socks because that's classy as fuck.
Who knows? Maybe we could do that. But yo, Sequential Geek is in the house. What's going on, brother? Appreciate Sequential Geek being here. I didn't get to see you if you were in the chat last week because the chat was full of shit. But I appreciate you being here this week. That's all that matters. So let's get into it. BC has challenged Jeb to a Muay Thai match. No, why would I kill myself like that? That's horrible. That's a death wish.
Yo, I can honestly say last week I got punched in the face 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, just on the job. I was like, fuck, man. It's been a while since I took a couple punches, but I was like, yeah, it still doesn't hurt that bad. Always hurts like 2 days later, but getting punched in the face never actually hurts.
Yeah, dude, I've been in fights and like I've been punched to the back of the head and everything, and it's like in the moment you don't feel anything. You turn around, you're wailing back, but then after you get home and you're like, okay, it's swelling.
No, God damn it! and then 2 days later you don't walk for a fucking week because you're like, oh man.
Yeah,
man, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm no spring chicken. I'm like 42, so I'm like,
you don't look it.
When I get in fucking, struggle cuddles, I call them. Yeah. I fucking, dude, I feel it for like a week later.
No kidding, dude. Bro, I wake up with a fucking stiff neck. It hurts for 4 days. Like, falling asleep on the sofa. That's where we're at. So, yeah.
Sneezing but anyway. And popping a rib.
Yeah. Steph's Comics is in the house. Steph, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you being here. We also got Chucky Valdez. What's up, man? Appreciate you swinging by to hang out with myself and Jeb. We got SNMC in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here. We got Comic Legion in the house, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Stay tuned. Trek Wars in the house. What's going on? Yes, if I'm not mistaken, Trek Wars. Trek
Yo,
Wars.
you're all a bunch of kings. We love you.
Exactly. But Trek Wars shop. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but yes, correct me. Yes, Toys R Us is still a thing, baby. Ferdy, that's how we do it. Toys R Us is still around up here in Canada.
Yo, we still got one in Calgary, man. We got, I think, one or two in Calgary, to be
There you
honest.
go, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Paul, my brother. Paul in the 619 is in the house, guys.
Yo, what's up, Paul?
Show Paul some love. Subscribe to his channel. Go check him out every Tuesday night. I end up catching it on the Wednesday because my ass falls asleep very early within the week. But yes, go catch it. Paul in the 619. Subscribe. Show some love. And show some love to Cliff. Cliff on
Cliff.
Setting up the Sunday lineup like a champion every single Sunday morning.
Man, he's
Appreciate
always
it.
here, man. He's a trooper, that's for sure.
Dude, not only is he always here, the guy is always doing content. So shout out to Cliff. Subscribe to Cliff. Show some love. Sam Al's in the house, man. How's it going, brother? Appreciate you being here. Stupendous flex. If you're talking about Jeb, it's not me. That's the venom behind him. It's just so good. So good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But all right, guys. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Jeb, the switch back to StreamYard allows me to bring back the beautiful guitar riffs in between segments. So, sir, for FOC, I have to ask, are you ready?
Baby, I'm ready!
Let's go! All right, guys, FOC selections of the week of December 2nd. Now, if you live in the United States and you like any of these books, go visit comicnation.us and get yourself an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. Now, the books are already discounted at 15% off. Get yourself the additional 5 with the discount code. And, of course, 20% off. How can you go wrong? Up next, if you're in Canada, Comic Legion. That's right. 20% off already on the cover price, but get yourself an additional 5% off by using discount code ENLIST. Go visit comiclegion.ca. Now, the FOC selections of the week that we're going to talk about are by our brother, Lefteros. That's right, Lefteros working his butt off, writing it up for Cover Price, so you can go and read even more extended stuff over on Cover Price immediately after this show, tomorrow morning, when you're on the John, whatever it is. Just go check it out. So, shout out to Lefteros, shout out to Comic Nation, Comic Legion, and of course, before we get into it, Chia Pet's going to rip his hair out. No one's telling you to buy all these books. We're giving you the info. Buy what you like. Right, Jeb?
Man, always buy what you like.
That's the way.
You're a bunch of fucking adults. Figure it out. Fucking, it's okay. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to buy what you want. It's fine, guys. Fine.
Exactly. So let's get into the first book with Cruel Kingdom. That's right, baby. EC doing number 1 for Cruel Kingdom. Cover A right here. All new 5-part fantasy anthology miniseries. Now, I know a lot of people are liking the EC stuff, the EC horrors. Great stuff. The covers alone are just, it takes you back, right? Takes you back. So automatic, it's a winner. But the 1 in 100 incentive is pretty damn cool for this one right here.
Man, I remember buying like EC books at the drugstore or at generally a lot of the comics were probably at the gas station, but like it was like the gas station had like EC books and then they had Conan.
Yes.
And Savage Sword and shit. And that was like generally the only ones they had there. So, man, I just remember I'm reading the EC book. My mom's like, "What are you reading?" I'm like, "Well, I'm reading a story about a rat. A rat was put in a spittoon, and then they put it on the guy's skin, and then they're heating up the spittoon, and then the rat's gonna burrow through out of him because he doesn't want to get too hot."
Love it.
My mom was like, "Okay."
Yeah. I think what's neat about this, though, is you have Al Ewing within, writing the story here. So that automatically is a sales point for me. Worthy of a pickup. It's a number 1. So why not? Let's see how this does. The 1 in 100. Beautiful cover. I think Tom Fowler kills it, but I'm obviously going to settle for the cover A because the 1 in 100, I don't even want to imagine. But anyways.
Man, it just, what sucks is like a lot of the time the 1 in 100s are like, most shops are now like $200 a pop generally for a 1 in 100 now. And I'm just like, that kind of sucks. So hopefully, the world economy gets its shit together and then prices will come down again, but you never know.
We shall see, but you know what's back? Return of the Living Dead #1. And of course, the cover happens just to be by Mark Spears. The guy
Yes!
was absolutely killing it. I say Mark Spears. I don't think I need to say much more, but I will. You guys remember the film Return of the Living Dead? There was multiple ones, very punk rock zombie stuff. It was
Fuck
greatness
yeah.
at its time. It was before I was even born. I did watch it later on as I grew up, but movie poster homage is just so good. Mark Spears crushing it. It's a no-brainer, guys. It is a no-brainer. Every Mark Spears cover right now, especially for his Monsters title, is just absolutely popping. I think this here has some good potential. So yeah, I'm picking
Man,
this one.
I love Return of the Living Dead, man. It was like one of my all-time favorite series. I loved all three of the decent ones they put out, like the actual
Yeah.
good ones. And then they had that the chick who like fucking like cut herself and it was pretty hot. She showed her tits and she was all like fucking
Yep.
all spikes and shit in her. I love that. But man, Tarman reigns.
Yeah. Dude,
Like this was legit one of those fucking scary ass ones because these zombies don't die when you shoot them in the head.
yeah. That's the
And
problem.
what was it called? Trioxin.
Yes.
Yeah, trioxin, whatever. And then the fucking the canisters. I saw like a NECA toy for those, and I was like, man, I need to grab that one day.
Yep. Dude, I remember like the look of the zombies were kind of mortifying growing up, but now you look back at it and it's kind of like cheesy. It's normal because you're looking
Yeah,
back.
a little cheesy. I feel like Tarman holds up.
Right? Right? He
Yeah,
does.
Tarman to this day, I feel like Tarman holds up as like one of the coolest visually insane looking zombies like
Yeah.
ever.
I don't disagree, man. I don't disagree with you,
And it
but
also has one of the best endings ever.
you're talking about #1 because the rest
The
were,
first movie, yeah, the
yeah,
first movie had one of the best endings ever. They fucking nuked the city, and then
yeah,
the zombies spread even more. Like
yep.
it was awesome.
It was madness. But here with the cover A, guys, a Mark Spears
Yeah,
cover A, you cannot go wrong. It is an open order cover price, regular cover price. This for me is an automatic grab. I hope you guys don't miss the boat on this one. Again, I'm not telling you to buy it, but it's
fuck.
bound to pick up steam. We shall
What
see.
was God? What was the girl's name? The one who freaking her mouth went ah, and then she bit the guy. The one
Uh,
with the pink hair. She
hold
was
on.
she was hot. Yo, that was like I was like a little kid, and I was like, "Yo, daddy, what's that hairy thing there?"
So hold on. Let me check. Was it trash? Was it?
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was trash.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, "That's full nudity." Jebby's little thing was like,
Yeah,
"Beep."
Nerdy Geek. That cover is awesome. I couldn't agree more, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah, send more paramedics, send more cops. You
Send
guys,
more
man.
cups. Fuck yeah.
You know what, man? I'm not gonna lie, man. Seeing the chat and talking about this book makes me want to go back to watch it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's exciting, man, and it's
yeah,
got like a fucking wicked soundtrack.
yeah.
Just awesome soundtrack for that movie. So yeah, man, it's a classic. Yeah, okay, like settle down, Derek. Maybe I
Settle down. He does have, as long as he's not chasing him. He might.
sure.
But anyways, let's move on. What if Galactus transformed Moon Knight #1? Now we saw Gambit hit FOC.
Mhm.
We saw the Hulk hit FOC. I personally think the Hulk one with the Platt cover, the Ryan Brown cover, has some of the best covers so far for what if Galactus transformed some of these characters. But
I
here,
I feel like I don't know. The Hulk one has been done before, like a
fair,
couple times. Yeah, yeah,
fair,
yeah.
fair.
Moon Knight's super original, I guess. Where you're just like, no, let's give a fucking schizophrenic the power cosmic, and let's see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous as hell. So I
Yeah,
am I am
shit.
gonna agree with you for the sake of Reed. Definitely gonna pick it up. Now, I thought the Gambit one too was kind of left field, right?
Yeah.
That one too felt
Honestly, man, I was really hoping for a Venom one just because I wanted to see a full silver Venom. Like that would have been fucking cool. But
would be awesome. Would be awesome. I would say who's the closest to come to a full silver? Mm,
mm,
Anti Venom. That's the closest we get. But
yeah,
anyways,
man.
Jason Carvalho's in the house. What's going on, Jason? Appreciate you being here. TKO
Hello,
Collectible
Jason.
as well. So shout out to the few that are hopping in throughout the FOC segment. If you missed some of the books, well, you know what to do. Hit rewind, catch up very quickly. So, What If Galactus Transform Moon Knight #1, main cover. Pretty cool. We're gonna talk about this a little more in depth, probably later. But Ultimate Spider-Man 13, main cover, ultimate tribute to Kraven's Last Hunt. So it looks like Last Hunt. Here we are, baby, in the Ultimate Universe. Jeb, I could see you already getting excited about this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Man, I'm excited for this. It's like it's a classic freaking story, and they're gonna up the ante a bit, and we're gonna ultimate smash it, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Let's be serious. Like I like this version of Ultimate Craven. I like that he's just a fucking crazy Aussie guy, and he's gonna go mess up a bunch of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did steal. I'm bringing the stash back, Derek. The stash is coming back. It just slowly but surely. God,
I
I'm
see
so
it.
great, bro.
I see it, man. I see it.
Coming,
He
it's
did steal
coming.
it.
The
Bastard.
big Vato stash, and then I'll wear a toque, and it'll be like, olale.
But anyways, we are getting Kraven's Last Hunt in the Ultimate Universe, so this is going to be fun and interesting to keep an eye out on. I think Ultimate Spider-Man from start till now has been consistent. It's been great. I have nothing negative to say about it, so I put it up there
It
as probably
hasn't sucked, guys. It hasn't sucked even a little bit. I don't know what anyone.
exactly for me. 2024, I think it's book of the year. That's my opinion. Now I know Absolute Batman is now coming in to challenge that, but given that Ultimate Spider-Man's at 13 issues, Absolute Batman just making very few.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. So far, both of them are phenomenal. Phenomenal. But anyways, speaking Absolute Batman, first let's talk about Absolute Superman, issue #3, cover A, possible first appearance of Absolute Brainiac. Now, some people didn't really enjoy Absolute Superman. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it, man. I like the idea. I like the idea that like daytime the guy's got so much going for him. Nighttime not so much.
I like. Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
They get Superman with limits is interesting because I don't know. Again, fucking Superman is one of those characters that drives me nuts. Because how can someone have all that power and not fucking go a little crazy and
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying. There's if you don't have to worry about anything in the world, you might be a little bit fucking sinister. But
Exactly.
this is interesting. I love the whole blue collar background. His parents weren't scientists or anything special, and he is just kind of a regular Joe, fucking worker guy. He's basically a I don't know, like just fucking working in the caves or whatever kind of guy, blue collar, and that's what I
Yeah,
liked about
blue
him.
collar. That's fair. But yeah, no, it's been interesting so far. So I'm on board. I'm going to be picking this one up for the read. I would just want to point out that Michael Baker did start the bidding for your black and white remastered McFarlane of Venom #1 behind you. So he put it up, starting bid, I guess, at $1. I'm going to hit you with 2, sir. So I currently have the highest bid.
This one's worth more though.
Which one? Let me see. Yeah. Signed by McFarlane?
No, this one's signed by Walt
Just that
Simmons.
Oh, Simmons. Nice.
Let me tell you, that's an expensive baby.
All right. Well, Sam L is now at $3. So there you go. We might be able to pay StreamYard, guys.
Man, you guys disrespected my books, man.
I
Fucking
love it.
$3.
I love it. But all right. Speaking of Absolute Superman, I think this is up there for cover of the week, guys. You have this beautiful cover by Christian Ward. This is an automatic pickup for myself. I'm not even going to bother with the cover A. I'm going straight for this one. This is my pickup for Absolute Superman issue 3. You agree? Oh, come on.
I don't care. Christian Ward's okay. For me, he's hit and miss. I feel like this one's a miss. It's just my opinion. It's not a big deal. Like, it's okay. Well, just it just looks kind of blotchy and not fun for me. I don't know. It's like he's trying to do the Simonson thing, but it just didn't work out properly.
I don't know. I think it looks great, man. I thought I'm picking this one up. So I don't
No,
disagree, but
I'm just kidding.
I'll agree to
Man,
disagree. That's all.
that's
Simple,
right. That's right. Huh?
simple. Let's keep it
Huh?
going.
Yes,
Let's keep
quite.
it going. Absolute
Yo,
Batman,
this is badass, man.
right?
Absolute Batman is just badass.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude's a fucking beast. He's just like fucking all the traps, baby.
Look at that.
Urgh!
Look at that flex.
That
But
fucking
anyways,
man, he's massive. That's so
yeah, he
cool.
is. He is. But besides the flex, we've been very, very spoiled so far with Absolute Batman from issue 1. Now, here we have issue 4 that's on FOC. I think this is pretty important because we're getting the origin of Absolute Batman. So you cannot
Yeah.
miss this, guys. If you're on board with the Absolute Batman stuff, you're going to want to pick this up because we're getting the Absolute Batman's origin story in issue 4. Now, I know we should be getting a lot more. I don't know if we're going to get Joker with more Joker at least.
Yo, this is what I always say, man. The first issue is important. The first appearance is important, and then the origin is very important. Those are like
Yeah,
the trifecta of owning a character. You know what I mean? In a comic book.
yeah.
That's how I've always looked at it. And then, man, when Joker drops, I'm sure that's going to be one of the biggest books ever.
100%. It goes without saying, man. I think those are the two books within the Absolute Universe that everybody's going to want to keep an eye out on. But I will strongly encourage the origin. So definitely want to pick this one up. Of course, if you're on board, it's a no-brainer. You're going to want to pick this up to see the origin. And who knows? Maybe we get a little Joker here. Maybe we'll get it in
Okay,
issue
this one,
5.
guys, like grab it. Like
Yeah,
this is no brainer.
agreed.
This is literally spec thrown at your forehead, and it's like, fucking take it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no brainer.
Yeah, it's funny because Derek is saying that Absolute Joker hates laughing, and
Awesome.
it's great. The fact that he hates that, right? So it's the complete opposite. Could be very
That's
sadistic,
and the fact that his name's the Joker, it's like ironic, right?
right? Yeah,
It's just complete irony, and that's why I think the character is going to take off.
agreed. Well said. Love for Comics said somebody mentioned that book 4 is usually special, and he thinks it was Gabe, and you are right, sir. It was Gabe. Gabe is not wrong. Gabe is not crazy. Maybe just a
Okay.
little bit, but I love Gabe, and he's spot on. Yes, this issue number 4 is definitely worthy of a pickup. Nerdy Geek saying I'm all in on all 3 Absolute series so far. Likewise, so happy to see you as well, feeling the same way. Now, Spirits of Vengeance number 5 gives us this awesome Gonzo variant. I think the cover is sick. I think this is a
Man,
pure cover
okay,
grab.
so I think this is a super slept on series. I mean, eventually they're going to introduce the spirit of violence. We got the original form of vengeance.
Yep,
So the actual we got to meet Zella, which just kind of just added to the lore 100%. And then somehow some way Zero is coming from the 2099 universe and coming to like straight up. And he's one of my favorite fucking Ghost Riders ever, man.
yep,
In the 90s, like his bloody chainsaw on the back of his hand was the most badass thing.
absolutely.
When I was a kid, I was like, this is fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just so good, man.
I love to see that. Love for Comics says the same. He loves Gonzo. Only ordered the B cover. Absolutely, man. The Gonzo cover for me is an absolute must grab. I agree with Jeb talking about his favorites related to Ghost Rider, and then Chia Pet saying the most underrated Ghost Rider. This is a keeper. So yes, absolute pickup for
Like I
myself.
said, guys, this is definitely a series to watch.
Yeah. Now this is pretty interesting when it comes to facsimiles because we're gonna have Amazing Spider-Man issue 129. Of course, we're
Yep.
getting the first Punisher here. Some of us not able to afford this, right? So this is a good
Yeah,
option. Good
it's
option.
nice to be able to get something to put on the wall, kind of,
Yeah,
you know,
or just
cheerful.
maybe make our kids or whoever read
Yeah.
the physical copy. What I
Did this
do
one
find,
get a 1 in 25?
I don't think so. I didn't see.
Yeah, I don't think so either, which is kind of crazy, but I've been enjoying the 1 in 25, like with new art on the covers.
It has
I,
to be
I
new art.
yeah, it has to be new art. Um, this is just one of the most iconic Spider-Man covers ever, and
Yeah.
first appearance of Punisher. First full appearance of Punisher. I think the foil one, probably grab a couple of the foils for sure.
So I do find it interesting. Yes, it's a foil, but Batman 608 facsimile. Looking at the foil price, you could pretty much get 608 for close to the same price.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, well, at least that's the way I see it. That's the way I think about it.
But
I would,
608's the first appearance of Hush, correct?
yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. So, um,
Of course, everybody wants the second print, right?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Second prints before and after. I don't know. I would say 2013 to 2014. All the second prints are just awesome, awesome, awesome.
yep. That bright yellow in a foil will pop, and I don't disagree with you, Derek. I think
No,
it will look great.
100%.
Yeah, so if you guys want to pick up some of these facsimiles, these two are available on FOC this week. Now, Ultimate X-Men issue number 9. I've said it every single time I see Ultimate X-Men over on FOC. I still haven't caught up because it was just difficult for me to even hop on board. But regardless, this 1 in 25 incentive is available where you have Surge and Maystorm done by Derek Chu over here on this cover. The cover is gorgeous. I will give it, I will say
You
that.
know what's wrong? What's wrong with Ultimate X-Men is just that it feels like it's not actually part of the new Ultimate universe. That's the feeling
Yeah,
I feel. Just because it's so far away from the actual world. Ultimate Panther makes sense. Ultimate thing. This series just doesn't feel like it's connected to the actual Ultimate universe, the new one.
yeah.
Anyways, that's how I feel.
And that is part of the problem. Also, I'm just not jiving with these new characters that are being introduced. I don't really care for them. It's as simple
Yeah,
as that. I think they're written in a okay way. That's just my
yeah.
opinion. I'm not trashing
And
the book.
God bless Peach. She's doing a phenomenal job. Her art is distinctive and everything.
Yeah,
But like I said, man, I don't feel like it's just part of the regular universe. May Storm and the new characters. Thank you, Alex. It seems so outside of left field and different. Like even it possibly about to be really connected. It might be, but it might not even be. He might not even be Ultimate Wolverine. This is the
yeah,
thing with I think that why would you take away Logan? It doesn't make sense. And
yeah.
then just put it. Akira, he almost looked like he was like an ultimate Sabretooth or whatever with the claw hands or whatever. He might not even be Wolverine's son in the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, true.
He looked way older. You know what I mean? He looked like he was an old dude.
Yeah,
When I feel like the Ultimate Wolverine is like a young guy.
we'll see as the story unfolds. But for myself so far, not entirely something I'm, oh my God, I absolutely need to pick up type thing. Um,
100.
yeah, so I'm okay to wait and catch up throughout time. If
And
I,
Derek Chu's been fucking killing it on the symbiote side, man. Derek Chu,
oh yeah, dude,
yeah.
100%.
Like anyone who's under Art Germ, generally they're going to be good.
Yes, sir. Couldn't agree more, man. Couldn't agree more. But anyways, we spoke about Ultimate Wolverine. Let's get into it then. Ultimate Wolverine issue one.
Ah!
Issue number 1, likely the first appearance of Earth 6160's Mystique and Nightcrawler, which I would love to see.
Who's
So
to
can't
say
wait
this
for
guy
that.
isn't Bucky Barnes?
So that's what the talk has been around town. Now, Capuccio doing a great cover. Now, that's the talk. It's some people were saying the possibility of Dakin. Sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Winter Soldiers, who everyone is assuming it's Bucky Barnes. There was a little promo. If you guys missed it, I know Comic Legion actually just posted it over on their YouTube account, so definitely go check it out. Subscribe to Comic Legion also on YouTube. But there's a video, a trailer related to Ultimate Wolverine #1 that's coming out, and they throw in the Winter Soldier name, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know. That was totally
Well,
done.
he is the Winter Soldier. He's not Wolverine.
Yeah. No,
So
exactly.
it's called Ultimate Wolverine, but he's called the Winter Soldier.
Exactly. So is it Bucky Barnes is the question.
Is it It could be Victor Creed.
Could be.
I had like this idea that it might be Sabretooth. It could be Victor Creed. It could be Logan. I mean, obviously, could be just Logan because
Yeah.
that would be just easy, right?
It would fall
But
flat. I feel like it would fall flat.
yeah, um, I don't know. If it was Bucky, it would be interesting. But I don't know. We'll see, man. I guess like Alessandro
Capuccio.
Capaccio is killing it, man.
Yeah.
He is probably one of my favorite artists right now. He's everything he does is just like I don't know how you would say like it's a little bit raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a little bit raw, but it cleans up nice. It's like I don't know. It's like a homeless person wearing a suit.
Yeah. So this is
Just
the thing,
beautiful.
okay? Chia Pet brings up a good point, and this is why I said I don't know, and it would fall flat because Wolverine, it's not the original Logan of this universe. His skeleton was in the Maker's warehouse. So if they would give us a Logan without the adamantium or without anything, like I don't know, it wouldn't make sense. None of it would make sense. You know that Maker brings in a new Wolverine and it's Logan. I don't know. It just would be stupid. So I don't see that playing out. It would just absolutely fall flat. For myself, I like the idea of we already saw the skeleton within the warehouse of the Maker. The Maker now having this weapon, the loose being Bucky as Wolverine. I think that is just wicked, right? Because we know Bucky as the Winter Soldier. That's what
Yeah.
he was, bro. He was a weapon.
Yeah. Chia, bro. Capuccio fucking blew up a long time ago. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. Moon Knight's still one of the most solid, beautifully illustrated issues like out there right now in Marvel. Yeah, 100%.
Agreed.
This is just going to elevate him to that, you know, where it's like he becomes Kate's for a little while. You know what I mean? Where he's like, he's going to be huge, 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 huge after this issue, I believe.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Now Chiapet's saying it's not Bucky. Read Ultimate 7 for more. Hey, I'm just saying it would be cool. It would be cool
That's
if
why it's called comic speculation, my guy.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Cliff saying stop. Okay, voting for Damien is this Wolverine. So there you go. That's his vote. But let's talk this awesome cover, man. This one here being Ultimate Wolverine #1, done by Delato. Delato doing a fantastic cover for this one. I love this. I absolutely love this. Delato crushed it on this one, but I hate to say it, guys. Cover of the week for me. Cover of the week for me. Ultimate Wolverine. Lee Bremio killing it on this cover. Now, if you don't want to buy the 1 in 100, you can get it as a regular cover price with the trade,
Yeah,
baby.
100%. And Lee, everyone knows the stuff from Joker. Everyone knows Lee. Lee does some of the most realistic human looking art that you can get, and he's just beautiful.
Yep.
Anything he does is generally very beautiful. I bet it's super expensive to pay for.
Yeah, the Ultimate Wolverine covers are gonna set me back because I'm totally picking up this one in a trade. The Lotto is an absolute banger, must pick up, and you cannot go wrong with the main cover.
I
So,
bet that mask is like a muzzle.
well, Bucky had that mask, dude.
Yeah, Bucky had the mask, but I bet for him it's like a muzzle, so he doesn't bite anyone.
Could be.
Yeah, man.
Maybe he accidentally bit the Maker at one point. But anyways, regardless, guys, Ultimate Wolverine #1, all 3 covers are absolutely amazing. But if you liked any of these books we spoke about, Lefteros is the guy who brought us some of that information. So go check out Lefteros over on Instagram and support Cover Price. But before you do, if you liked any of these books and you live in the United States, go visit comicnation.us. You got 15% off of the cover price. Get an additional 5% off by using discount code BLACKCROWN. And if you're in Canada, well, you get 20% off already over at Comic Legion. So go visit comiclegion.ca. And if it's your first time order, well, go use the discount code and list to get an additional 5% off of your order. So yes, go get those awesome Ultimate Wolverines. For an additional 5% off, you got 25% off. And as for cover price, well, go read Lefteros' article. I don't need to tell you more. He's very in-depth with much of these books that we talk about. So go visit coverprice.com. And if you are subscribed, well, you'll also notice a few other things. Cover Price just this week launched the capacity of scanning your books. That's right. There's the scan feature now available on Covrprice. So if you're a subscriber, well, you're going to enjoy that feature. Let me tell you, it's been working like a charm for me. So, Jab, not bad. Not bad. FOC is in the books. It's in the book.
Mm-hmm. It's in the
Lefteros.
book. Yeah,
Lefteros. Put in the
yo,
movie.
what did Michael Wager say? I need a Ultimate Wolverine Amazing 300 homage. Just wait, Michael. Like
No,
take
no,
5, and it will probably pop up. It's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. Like
no, no,
that's what they do.
no more. No
That's what
more.
they do. They're gonna make that money.
Now, a Hulk 340 homage would make sense to me. That I'm okay with. That I'm okay with. But Jeb, it's time we get into some of the fun stuff of what's sold in the aftermarket. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I always wonder if Jeb's wife is probably like, "What the hell is this guy screaming about again?" But yes, thank you. He's ready.
Yo, Gerard, I do what I want.
Yeah, I know. You do whatever the fuck you want. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Guys, market reports. We're going to talk about those books that sold on the aftermarket. Looking at lists like House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collector, Covrprice, Go Collect, eBay, whoever is talking books, whether it be on Instagram, I'm keeping an eye out. But most importantly, the Baker Shakers. Yes, because Michael Baker blowing up my DMs every single day with awesome books that sold this week. So let's
Michael, I'm a little jealous, man. I want you to blow up my DMs.
Michael Baker or me, because I'll blow you up. I don't mind.
It's just no homo. Um,
Oh, homo. But anyways, let's get into the first book this week, and it's a Justice League Unlimited #1. Now we did see this on a few charts, but the 1 in 250 ratio by Jim Lee is just banging. First team appearance of the Infernal Ron Near Mint sold for $225 was a cover price daily shaker just the other day. Now I love this. I love the look. I opt out for the regular trade. That's just what I do. You guys hear me talk about it within the FOC portions because that's what my wallet could afford. But if you were able to afford this, man, $225 is not too bad for where it's holding up. If you pick this up at under ratio price, you're laughing.
yeah, man, this is the 1 in 250 is a ridiculous ratio, man. Like
It is,
that's
right?
crazy. Yeah, like that's like hokey, like 2013 ratios. Now we're getting them back.
Yep. Yeah, we are. We are. But an awesome cover nonetheless. Jim Lee, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Jim Lee.
Yeah,
I think, dude, I think the hype that, Hush is now going to be back within story. Um, there's a lot of excitement there. I think this cover would do good. Absolutely. Will it hold at this price? We shall see. Um, I think in time you'll see it come down just a little bit.
yeah,
So you might be able to pick it up for under ratio price relatively soon. I don't think this is gonna hold at 225. We'll see with the CGC 98s, bro. Those are probably gonna command a little bit more of a premium. But I think in a year's time we could revisit this book and be like, oh, okay, it's affordable.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's just okay. This is the thing, man. Jim Lee is putting out a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah.
You know what I
He is.
mean?
He is.
He's saturated the market. Everyone loves Jim Lee. There's a lot of Jim Lee stuff. Anything that goes up must come down. That's just the way it is.
That is the way it is. But Justice League Unlimited #1, the 1 in 250 ratio by Jim Lee. Run your mint, $225. Not bad. Not bad. But check this out. Star Wars 58, negative space cover by John Tyler Christopher. That was limited to 1,000 copies. It was a cover price daily shaker, CGC 98 selling at $350. I love John Tyler Christopher's negative space stuff. I know some people think it's redundant, it gets old. I dig it. I think this one is just incredible.
Yo, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
Simple. He puts out the books. People want the books. People keep asking for the books.
Yeah.
He makes the books. It's
Yeah.
simple. That's what marketing's all about, and that's what selling, making money's all about.
Yeah.
Fucking supply and demand, baby. And
Amen.
I mean, how many of this guy is there of covers of? Is
Palpatine.
there like a
There,
billion?
there,
Palpatine?
there's
Is
a
there?
few, but when it comes
Yeah,
to John Tyler Christopher, this is pretty much the only one I know.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I don't collect Star Wars. I grab like a spec book here and there, but just put it away and forget that I even own it. But it's cool, man.
You pick
I
it up.
like the purple.
Pick it up solely for the spec is what you do. Nothing wrong with that. Trev, appreciate you, bro. Have a great show as well tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is in just a few minutes. Guys, go check out Trev immediately after the show. Show some love. But yes, the Palpatine. I think it's a great cover. It's limited to 1,000 copies, negative space. Like I said, I know a lot of people feel a certain way about John Tyler Christopher's covers with the negative space stuff, but I think this one is neat. I liked a lot of the ones that he's done. We had the opportunity to pick up a few good ones as well, like the Thanos one, etc. For cover price, but this is very neat. You've seen my name?
Palpatine looks like a hairless nutsack.
Yes,
Yes, he does.
that is a given. That is an absolute given.
Like if it was super pale and super like you should probably got a pill for that. Like
Yeah,
that's what Palpatine looks like.
yeah. Deeds is in the house and he's saying he missed this one. Oh, feel bad. I do. I missed it too. We all missed it. Don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad. I'm all over the place with this. How long ago was this cover? Um, Let me check that in just a second. I think it was not too long ago though, to be honest. So Star Wars 58, John, Tyler, Christopher. I think it was 2019, so not too long ago. Yeah.
Hmm,
Cool. Didn't know.
hmm.
Yeah. There you have it. We all missed it. See, we all slept on this one. But anyways, let's keep it rolling because this is a fun book to talk about, guys. Very fun.
Yo,
Yeah,
I would like to say that humble brag. I was the first one in the Senate to be like, "Do you guys know about this book?
that's
And
right.
do you guys know about what's coming?" I'm humble bragging saying it was me, baby, because
It
I
was.
remember fucking a couple years ago when everyone was talking about Chasm and fucking who Hollow Eve's gonna be, and then I saw like her reflection in the freaking water, and it looked like she was wearing a mask, and I was like, "Boom! Get on that shit right away! Get on that shit right away!" And I was like, "Yo, it's her, 100%."
Yep. And you were spot on because yes, this Spider-Man: The Lost Years #1 brings us the first appearance of Elizabethine, which is Hallows Eve that we all saw within comics. Now, one thing I want to point out is that this CGC 98 that sold for $450 was a newsstand edition. Now you're looking at this photo and
Bro,
you're like, but BC, I don't see the newsstand barcode.
it's in the
Well,
back.
exactly, it's in the back of the
It's in the
book.
back.
So don't come at
Um,
me. Don't come at me.
yo, yo, so uh, I picked up so many of these for like $2. This book was literally no one gave a shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Look, guys, I know I said what I just said about the barcode thing. You could still find this in the dollar bins or the $2 bins. Not many shops are putting this as a wall book, so keep an eye out. If you do see it, take it out of the bag and look in the back. Because if you got yourself a newsstand, well, look what you can get yourself at 9/8 condition, which I don't know if you'll get a 9/8, but regardless, $450 for a CGC 9/8 in a newsstand. Pretty impressive coin right there. Now
Yeah.
we got Hallows Eve within comics. I thought Hallows Eve is a great character so far. Like it was pretty neat. I didn't see any issues with it. So yeah, I want to see
Character
more.
yeah, the character keeps growing, keeps growing. The character really grew in the last issue of Chasm. She put on a freaking kaiju mask and fucking became a giant monster. That was awesome.
Yep, exactly.
Yo, Michael Baker, Sledgehammer. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Exactly. But anyways, let's keep it rolling because up next we have this crazy book right here. We Live #1. I loved We Live, man. I don't know if you guys read that. That was an
No, I did
amazing,
not.
amazing read. Now there was this Peach Momoko cover that was available on Kickstarter, and it's a Virgin cover. Now I don't know if it's factual, so I'm just gonna put it out there. Apparently, this cover was limited to 50 copies. Now, there's a trade version of it, and there's the Virgin. The Virgin being limited to 50 CGC 9/8 sold for $500 US. Cover price daily shaker. This is nuts. This is a
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this, so this is all you, bro.
Yeah.
um, so this was a Kickstarter.
So this particular cover right here is a Kickstarter. We live from I think it was Aftershock who had done it. Was
Okay.
just a fun read. It was a 5 issue miniseries. I think they had come out with like a one shot or something afterwards, which I completely missed. But the issue number one went to so many reprints. I think it even went to like four or something like that. There was many retailer exclusives as well that were available, but the Kickstarter being this one here, not many people had the opportunity to pick up. Like I said, apparently it was limited to 50. So at that point, yeah, that's why you're seeing the CGC 9/8 selling at $500 US. So that's pretty cool. I mean, Momoko fans being Momoko fans, or if you are a fan of We Live, either or, this is a good pickup. So yeah, I dig this. I dig this. Now,
Sweet.
we're not going to stay on this one too long because we spoke Absolute Batman. What would a aftermarket discussion be without an Absolute Batman issue making the list? This Philip Tan cover here, paying homage to Detective Comics 27, was a New York Comic Con 2024 exclusive that was limited to 85 copies. CGC 9/8 hitting a high sale of $800 US. Cover price daily shaker. This is nuts.
Again, this series a powerhouse, man. Like you can't take anything from it. Like look what the art for the issue one sold for, like
Yeah.
70K. Like just the OA, man. Like
Yeah.
this
Nuts.
is this is a good series. It's going to be a great investment. Nothing like this has ever been done in DC, even with like the point one stuff and all that kind of crap. Like, man,
Yeah.
powerhouse series.
It is. Now, already New York Comic Con, we know how difficult it is sometimes to lock down exclusives with some of the things that happen, retailer wise, or just being able to line up. Fights break out apparently. Although that was confirmed to not be the actual case, guys, at New York Comic Con, so relax. But yeah, CGC 9/8, $800 US, limited to 85. I could totally understand the price tag behind this. The hype is there for Absolute Batman. There is an very scarce amount available, which is only 85 copies. So yeah,
And then Philip Tan, this is like one of the ones where it's actually not a bad cover. Like Philip Tan's again for me very hit and miss, but
yeah,
yeah.
agreed. But anyways, $800 US for this bad boy. But check this out. That's right, Michael Baker. This is not a Baker shaker, guys. Wizard number 11, newsstand edition, had a top sale of a 9/8 from CGC at $600 US. Crazy. I know you're probably one of the only other guys I know that talks about Wizard comics heavily.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Wizard was such an important thing for me as a kid, just because where I lived, they didn't really have. There was no comic book shops and shit where I lived, right? And Wizard was the only like way I could learn anything about comic books. Man, Wizard was my fucking Netflix of comics.
Yeah,
Sure, whatever you want to call it, man. That was the only way I got to see. So
it's a fair way of putting that. The whole Netflix of comics at the time. But what's cool about this is obviously you want to make sure if you're picking up this book, you get the free Spawn trading card that's inside. It's still
yeah.
there, so definitely make sure if you're grabbing this.
I still have all the trading cards from the Spawn or from the Wizard books.
Yeah,
Like every Wizard book I grabbed, I got a trading card. I put it away.
yeah.
I still got all of them. They were like a lot of cool. Like they did like acetate cards and all types of shit. It was kind of cool, man.
Yeah. I like seeing some of the chat here saying that, Love for Comics has a short box of Wizard magazines. Gonna have to go check. check if yours is a newsstand, man. Who knows? You might be sitting on some good coin right there. So it's a good opportunity if you want to maybe sell it off or not. But Derek saying,
Yeah,
long
man.
story short, I got the hype no hustler as a mort of the month. So there you have that. Um, yeah, dude, I think it's a beautiful cover. I agree with Comic Ozzy. You can't go wrong with this Wizard 11. There's a lot of Wizard books. Jeb, if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask that you pull out the Wizard behind you. You know which one I'm talking about, the Venom one. I've been hunting this since Jeb showed me it, and this is a complete throwback, man. Look at this beautiful cover. Bart Sears on this one.
I'm about 80% sure this is the only CBC 9.8 that exists. So,
Yeah,
I'm sure people could tell me if I'm wrong. But Bart Sears, yeah, Bart Sears.
yeah,
Was it Bart Sears?
yeah,
100%. Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Sears.
Bart Sears. And then he did that one, but then this was another one. This was like a full,
Love that. I love that.
yeah, Bart Sears, but this was, so this would, it was an extended cover, and then it had Carnage and stuff on it too. So
Yep. And you could even see.
there's only like 4 or 5 Wizard covers that are Venom covers. So I've been slowly picking them up.
Yeah. And good for you because those are great books to have within your collection. Seriously, I'm on that issue number 9. That 9 of Wizard is
Yeah.
just gorgeous. But anyways, issue 11 in a newsstand edition top sale, CGC 98, 600 bananas, baby. That's how it was done. Now let's get into Baker Shaker territory. That's right, Sons of Anarchy, number 1. There's a gold foil edition of this book, as you can see right there. The logo, those stars, everything popping in gold. CGC 98 at 150 US dollars. I think that's pretty good. I
Yo,
loved Sons of Anarchy.
yeah, I can tell you, I have all the seasons on DVD. It was my favorite show. I loved it. Jax was badass. I still hope they make the movie.
Yeah,
I'm still hoping that movie comes out, and then that this book will probably, skyrocket even more. So this, I would probably, good investment book, 100%.
absolutely, man.
Yo,
Look, it's
yo,
still, yeah.
he wore white Air Force Ones, baby. That's like my shoe. White
There
Air
you
Force Ones, man. The total California style of like bike riding, man. It was like the shit.
go. Yep. Derek saying that was very limited printing. I don't know the entire print run on this, but I will say that I do agree with Jeb, especially on the fact that who knows, maybe we do get a movie. But even if we don't, for somebody like myself, somebody like Jeb, some of you in the chat, some of you catching the replay, I'm sure you watched Sons of Anarchy
Dude,
at some point.
Charlie Hunnam has been like kind of like not being coy, but like nonchalantly throwing out like stuff about Sons of Anarchy, like old clips and shit. And I've been kind of like paying attention to that because I'm like, yo, is the movie coming?
Yeah.
Like man, I have the soundtrack and everything, man. Sons of Anarchy was just solid.
Is
White
he being,
Buffalo, good shit.
I don't think he's being reminiscent for fun, right? Is what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's being reminiscent for fun.
Yep. And I agree, the Sons of Anarchy was absolutely epic. I put it up there as one of my favorite series of all time. It goes up there with, let's say, Sopranos. It goes up there with so many big shows.
Yo, Katie Siegel, the mom,
Yeah,
fucking, and Ron Perlman, fuck man, it was so good. Juice was such an asshole, man. I just want to punch him in the head. Who did not cry?
yeah,
Who did not cry when fucking Buddy died?
exactly, man. But yeah, man, I could put this up there with so many shows. Breaking Bad. I'll keep going, man, but we'll be here forever. This one is definitely worthy of having in your collection at 150 US dollars. That's a deal,
Cheap.
in my
That's
opinion.
not
My
bad.
opinion.
Yeah,
If you're a
100%.
fan. Yeah, exactly. And then you have Amadi saying, Gomorrah, season 1, best Italian show about the mafia is what
Now
he
that's
said.
Sopranos, bro. Like, we don't fuck with Sopranos here, okay?
Sopranos
On the
is
chat,
definitely,
hey, on the chat, we don't fuck with Sopranos
yeah,
because that's one of the greatest shows ever made. All
it
right.
is. It is. The ending is always debatable, but we'll talk about that another day. Yeah, love for comics saying I started watching because I was missing out on Office. I was missing out on Office Talk. Started watching and he was hooked. Yep, it was absolutely amazing. But anyways, 150 US dollars. If you're a fan, you cannot go wrong. All right, Jeb, we're gonna talk your favorite character, probably of all
100%,
time,
man.
outside of Venom, Godzilla versus
Yeah,
Megalon.
man.
Yeah, first U.S. comic appearance of Godzilla. You have Godzilla versus Megalon. This is a promo of this, and you have a CGC 90 that's sold for literally $1,099. Baker Shaker. I love this sale.
This is a
Can't go
great
wrong.
Baker Shaker. Let me tell you. So this was like a newspaper, basically.
Yep, exactly.
This was a newspaper, and I've actually been looking for this for like years and never seemed to be able to find like a nice one. It's like I've been looking for that and looking for the Treadmaster mini comic.
Oh yeah, the small one. Yeah,
Yeah. So these were like things that are on my grail lists. And yeah, like there's no way in hell you'd ever get any of these, anything that comes out as like a newspaper. It's already folded and stuff. You'll never get a 9.8. That shit's like unicorn. It will never exist, right?
yeah,
Unless it like came straight from the factory.
yeah,
But they didn't grade shit back then, so that's never going to happen. So any kind of grade you get in something like this, amazing.
yeah. It's just absolutely amazing to have in your collection. Jeb, like I said, I know you're a huge Godzilla fan. We
Yeah,
spoke
man.
about minus zero way before it came out. We spoke about, Godzilla, Kong. I think this is great. If you're a Godzilla fan, this is definitely something worthy of owning because it's the first US comic appearance of Godzilla. CGC
100%.
90 for 1100 US dollars totally makes sense to me. I think this is neat. Absolutely cool. Absolutely amazing. But anyway,
This is something like this is like something you find in like a trunk with like
yeah.
a bunch of newspapers by accident. Like
Yeah.
when you find shit like this, it's like treasure hunting. It's just so cool.
Yeah. It's usually those old guys that just don't even know what they have. They're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Take that. Take that." But yeah, very neat book.
And thank you, Michael Baker, for putting this on here because this is most people don't pay attention to this obscure shit. No,
No.
nobody seems to give a shit. I love this. This has been on my radar for a long time to find one. So yeah,
Yeah, deeds. You find this on Storage Wars. Yeah, it's one of those. Those guys on
hundred
Storage
percent,
Wars. Those guys on Storage. What's the
100%.
what's the wife's name there? The blonde one of the guy with the bald head.
The fucking she's like kind of good looking, but not really that great looking.
It's just she's got a rack, man. One of her.
Yeah, yeah. It's like she's like, don't do that, don't buy that. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she's like,
Brandy. Yeah,
Brandy,
yeah.
fucking Brandy.
Brandy had a peak at some seasons. Like I was like, damn, Brandy. Okay, I see. I can see why you go into these Storage Wars, guys. I could totally get it. But yeah, anyways. CGC 90, $1,100 totally makes sense. Thank you, Michael Baker. Everybody, throw your flowers to him. I see you in the chat doing so, and it's well deserved because he brings the fire every week. Now, another Baker Shaker he brings up, which is very, very cool. Mighty World of Marvel issue 198. This is from the United Kingdom. It reprints basically Incredible Hulk 181 and also the cover. CGC 8.5, 510 US dollars. I think this is definitely cheap for the book.
Hmm.
I like this. $510. I reprints in
Man,
quotation.
it's like going back and buying all the Marvel Tales stuff or like Spider Man. You
Exactly.
know, it's anything like this is anything that came out after the actual first appearance in the first like 20 years,
Yeah.
probably a good grab
Yeah. I like
because
this.
it's like Spider-Man. You know, there was Amazing Fantasy 15, but then there was like it came a comic that came with the vinyl record,
Yep.
you know, and that was basically the very first second print of that book ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
this
that's
stuff is cool.
exactly. It's very cool. For myself, this is something worthy of picking up. I think that look, for $510, this is a total great alternative. And Cliff brings up a great point is if you look at Hulk's face, it's the original face, right?
Ah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
So there you go, man. Michael Baker saying you never know with foreign editions. Got to grab what you can and hold on. I think this is a good grab. At 510, I'm a buyer for an 8.5. Like this is something I would totally pick up. Dan Delatorre is saying, Jeb, I've changed my mind. You are now qualified for next week's giveaway. There you go. Yes.
Uh, man,
Dan,
I grew on you a bit, you know, like a
just a
mush,
little bit.
you know, like a fungus.
Yeah. and it
I
spreads. Let me tell
appreciate you,
you.
brother.
There you go. But all right, let's keep it rolling because up next, God of War #1. I know this is a book that many people have been wanting to pick up or may want within their collection. Um, I don't think it's really for the flip. I know we're supposed to be getting some kind of project in the pipeline, but God of War #1 had a second print. I don't know if many people are aware of that, and it is a black and white edition. There's only 60 CGC 9/8 on the census, and it's pretty interesting because the book itself is here. It's only giving us 60 on the census. The cover A has way more. The regular first print cover has, I think, 200 something or around 300 CGC 9/8 on the census. So this one being less, selling for only 215 US dollars on a CGC 9/8.
Yeah.
Not a bad play, man. I think this
No.
is a good one to have. I don't think many people are aware of it.
And this is like a series where it's only going to evolve and grow more. Like eventually we're going to get a movie or a TV series or something. So you know that any kind of investment in something like this, long run,
Yeah.
it's going to only get bigger.
Yeah. It totally will. Like I said, there's tons of potential with this one. I think the second print, not I don't know. I never really hear people talking about it or anything. So
Uh-huh.
it is interesting to see that it sells um for so cheap. 215 US dollars I think is very cheap for this book. Hyper does not surprise me knowing that he has one of the 60 on the census when it comes to a CGC 9/8 of the second print in black and white. What's up, Hyper? Doing his awesome, hunting as
Yeah,
always.
baby.
Yeah, if you're not already following him over on Instagram, please do so. Guy's always killing it, absolutely picking up gems. Derek saying Gears of War, also tough to find. Funny you mentioned that. Hyper Combo Comics actually just picked up the Blockbuster edition. I don't know if you guys remember that Blockbuster had an exclusive, and he picked it up for dirt cheap at an LCS. So shout out to Hyper. He beat me to the punch on that one, man. I was hoping to score that. So is what it is. Is what it is. Price I pay for going live with the Shakers on Thursdays. There you go. But anyways, let's keep it rolling because Betty Page Comics #1. I want to bring this one up. Thank you, Michael Baker, for this one. Covered by Dave Stevens, CGC 9/8, 150 US dollars. Given the hype behind Dave Stevens, the big peak that came, and I don't want to say it went yet. I think it's still there. People love Dave Stevens covers, but
People love Betty Page.
that's what I was going to get at. Is between the two,
Man,
you add Betty Page, you
classic.
add Dave Stevens. 150 US dollars is not too bad. I think that's relatively low.
For one of the first like big name burlesque women that existed,
Yeah,
a lot of people, there's huge collectors for Betty Page stuff, right? So
yeah,
yeah, like
exactly.
like when it comes to it's like I don't know, Marilyn Monroe and then Betty Page.
Yeah, you're not
You know
wrong.
what I mean?
But again, like I was saying, Dave Stevens covers exploded. I'm just amazed to see that this one is only 150 US dollars in a CGC 9/8. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think this is if you're a Dave Stevens fan, absolutely no brainer. This is a pickup, 150 US dollars. I think that was a good buy to whoever picked this one up. Derek saying that Stevens prices are definitely crashing, and I'm all for it, so I could buy them up. Amen. Amen.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, buy them all up, man. Look, I do think they're going to hold at a good level, But 150, this one actually surprised me. I thought this would go for way more. Not the case, but Betty Page Comics #1 by Dave Stevens in a 9/8, 150 US dollars. Now, Jeb, this is one I'm pretty excited to talk about because Weird
Yeah.
War Tales issue 93 gives us the first appearance of Creature Commandos, first comic work by Dennis Cowan. If you're wondering who that is, let me think of a cover you guys are probably familiar with. Deathlock, the Deathlock one, where Deathlock's in the middle. It's all spaghettified, I guess you could say, like all the
Hmm.
tubes, the wires, whatever. You know which one I'm talking about. CGC
Yeah.
90 of this book sold for 395 US dollars. Baker Shaker this week. And it's pretty interesting to see because Creature Commandos, we know we're going to be getting some stuff from the James
Hmm.
Gunn universe up and coming. So, That is
There
pretty exciting.
currently there's a 9.8 that's on eBay that I was looking at. They want like 3 grand-ish for it. So
Yikes.
yeah, yeah. Again, could that might not be an insane price for a 9.8. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
But no,
Uh
yikes! Look at the drop from a 9.8 to a 9.0, though. Eh,
yeah.
3,000. You're going to 395. So that's pretty impressive. But um, back to what I was saying for Creature Commandos, we know we're going to be getting some stuff
Yeah.
relatively soon. Something I
I
noticed as well when I was validating the prices was the 9.0 selling at 395. The reason why I felt like this was cool to talk about is because a 9.2 sold literally just like a few weeks ago for the exact same price. So interesting to see the 9.0 go for this one.
it's just people buying shit they don't know what they're buying.
I guess. I
I
guess.
guess I would assume that. I
Yeah.
just love the old school Creature Commandos because they were literally just people that were body modified just to look like monsters, right?
Yep.
They weren't like super anything special. I kind of wish they were still going that way for the new animated series because they're just gonna have a bunch of like the modern monsterish characters, right? But and I
Yeah.
get it, it's cool, whatever. This book's a good one, and then to get cheap, the first appearance of Doctor Medusa or whatever is a really
Yeah.
good one to grab too.
I agree. I agree. And speaking about, the actual show that you were talking about, well, you kind of knew they were going to shy away from the original content. As you can see just within this cover, you have the swastika over on the guy's right arm,
Yeah,
at the bottom left cover. So I don't think they're going to play too much into such things when it comes to that. So
yeah, 100%. And I was gonna say, fuck, I just brain farted. Don't worry about me.
it's okay, man. Let that gas out. Just let the brain fart out, bro. Just let it out. But
Man,
anyway,
but yeah, but this series is definitely something that I don't know. I feel like when it comes to DC, like monster characters and shit, there's not that much stuff out there. There's like this Weird Wars Creature Commandos. There's like I Vampire. There's Demon. Constantine. There's not a lot in the whole supernatural DC from like back in the day.
yeah.
At least I didn't think.
Yeah, no, you're exactly. There's not much, but I think this one is just neat to have within your collection. I had no idea you were even looking for one. So that's pretty cool. I hope you lock one down. A 9.8 is clearly up there in price. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to pay 3K for. I don't generally wouldn't pay 3K for any book unless it was like maybe like a white error freaking Venom Lethal Protector one,
Yeah,
which is a holy grail, or the black error. I saw one the other day for 5K, and I was like, that's actually a really good price for a freaking black error Lethal Protector.
yeah, that's totally
I
something.
posted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I posted it on my Instagram.
Totally something I could see you doing. But anyways, let's move on from
Move
the
on.
Creature Commandos. We're gonna get to Mark Spears, guys. Inevitable at
One
this point. Number one on CBSI's Hot 10. This is
Mhm.
Mark Spears Monsters number one, cover E featuring Bridezilla, raw near mint, selling at 212 US dollars. This book is not slowing down. Guys, whether you want to agree with me or not, I think Mark Spears has been doing breasts
He's
very
been
well
killing it,
compared
man.
to.
He's been killing it. I would say Mark Spears is like he just kind of he's always been around, right?
Yep.
But then this monster stuff came out, and now he's just fucking everywhere. He just blew up, and he's everywhere, and it's really awesome. And what's cool about all this monster stuff, we're gonna get a lot of the old school monster kind of movies coming out soon, right? You
Yep.
got Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein that's gonna be on Netflix. We got the Wolf Man by the guy who did The Invisible Man. That's gonna be out in January. Man, like monster stuff is coming back a lot. We're gonna even get that series or that movie Werewolves that's gonna be out in December, and Nosferatu. Like, man, I feel like right now is like a good time for classic type monsters.
It really is, man. That's what it feels like. And I thought, as we were getting into the Halloween season, it would come and pass, but no, it's really here sticking around. It's really here
It's
sticking
I
around.
always find it odd when they like release movies like Nosferatu is coming out on December, like
Yeah.
25th. You
Exactly.
know,
There's a lot coming out this month of December, which we'll obviously talk about a few other things in just a
yeah,
bit. But Mark Spears absolutely crushing it. This Monsters #1
hundred.
Bridezilla variant, I completely missed out on this one, unfortunately, and it happens to be one of his breast covers for issue #1. So
It's
there you
definitely
have
one
it.
of his best covers ever.
Absolutely. Ever, I don't know. But one other book I want to talk about when it comes to Mark Spears, shout out to Bird City Comics. That's right. To Laura Anthony, congratulations. Because Mark Spears Monsters #2 had a Bird City Comics exclusive that was limited to 200 copies. And a raw near mint already on the aftermarket is selling at $80 US. I labeled this a Baker Shaker because one thing I want to point out about this, guys, is that I know a lot of people were on there, and I was talking with Laura in a group chat, and she openly said it. She's like, we had over 800 people on the website. Like the website was, you know, people were ready to buy this, and it sold out within 2 minutes, man. Not even 2 minutes. So congrats to them. Beautiful cover. Those monkeys always scared the hell out of me. They continue to scare the hell out of me, but my oh my, what a beautiful cover.
Dude, everyone knows the White Witch was the one who was orchestrating. Like, she was actually the evil one, man. Everyone knows that.
Yep.
I mean, she orchestrated the fucking house on top of the witch, and then she freaking, had fucking Dorothy go and kill the Green Witch, and like the White Witch was an evil witch.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Totally. I could totally agree with you on this. But just to answer Derek's question, yes, this is, I guess, a pre-sale. And basically somebody who managed to secure copies posted it over on eBay. And there's copies that have sold already, some around the 70 US mark. And the highest one I saw so far was the 80 US mark. So there you have it. And there's another one, exactly, Derek, that's dropping tomorrow. So you might want to keep an eye out over on Bird City Comics' his website tomorrow, because that's dropping 8 p.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye out, guys, because whoever locked this up, congratulations to you, because it's already seeing a little bit of a premium. Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yes, sir. But guys, that was the market report. So hang tight, because now we're gonna get into the hot topics. Marcel, bro, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being here. I want to show you guys a little something. I don't know if you guys saw this. December 10 is not too far away, and we're gonna be blessed again. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming out in the month of December. I might get a copyright strike for showing you guys this, but we were talking video games a little bit. We're getting Secret Level that's going to be dropping on Amazon. Here, it's a series that's going to give us multiple characters from video games, and we're going to be able to see stories. It just looks amazing, man. We're finally going to see Mega Man brought to TV in some form, well, modern form. We've seen it before, but Secret Level comes out December 10th, so you might want to keep an eye out on that, because it
Cool.
looks pretty badass, man. The whole
Yeah,
Mega Man stuff making his way to Amazon, yeah, baby, let's go. I'm so ready for that. You have no idea. No idea. But Jeb, speaking ready, it's the last one. Hot topics, baby. You ready?
let's go, baby. Let's fuck go.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys, hot topics of the week. Now, I told you there's going to be a new twist every single week, and I want you guys to participate. So, in the comment section, in the live chat, if you're catching the replay, let us know, man. I want to talk some of the news that's come out this week, whether it be related to MCU, all that stuff. We'll still keep that going, but I want to always end off on a topic related to the hobby, something that we can, have an open discussion about, because I think there's a lot of stuff happening within the hobby that we need to talk about. And I've said it at the beginning of the show, whether it be, conventions, retailers getting, first dibs at certain things, and the shady practices that may happen in the aftermarket, or with incentives, or CGC, or anything comic related. I hate what Marvel's doing with the second printing stuff. We can have a full discussion on stuff like that, bring different perspectives, and have some discussion. So that's something I'm going to start doing moving forward with the hot topics. So please, guys, participate. Comment in the comment section on the replay of this video. Let's get into it. Let's talk hot topics, baby, because tonight's big discussion actually ties into something that came out this week. So the first one I want to bring up is that apparently Superman Studio reportedly not happy with the first trailer. Editor told to make it better. Now, is this factual? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But Warner Bros. Higher ups are said to be very concerned that the first trailer for James Gunn's Superman may not be well received and reportedly demanded several different cuts. I don't think this is a problem. Honestly, I saw a lot of people talking shit saying,
You
"Oh,
know,
James Gunn."
Warner Bros. Biggest fucking problem is Warner Bros. Like,
Yeah,
just let it cook, man. Let it happen and see what it goes. One of the things I've been like most pissed about. Thank you, Ben. One of the things I've been most pissed about is that they shelved Batgirl. I kind of wanted to see that movie.
yeah,
Shit like that, and they just, no risk, no reward.
yeah.
You guys got to put it out there. And I don't know, just because a bunch of fucking people in a room were like, it wasn't like super like Superman's one of those characters, you either love him or hate him, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Love him or hate him. But look, like I said, I saw people talking about this as if like, oh, this is already the death of the DC universe. Like, okay, relax, man. I'm
Yeah,
okay. Like this is just the beginning. We're just scratching the surface here. Okay, they're saying that it's going for different cuts. Who cares, man? They're still in the editing phase. I don't think it's a bad thing. Maybe they're just spewing this, spinning it around to make it whatever it is. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out, man. So it is what it is. For now, I'm not making anything big of this.
I
Exactly.
would worry about it.
Yeah, Chia Pet saying,
100% sure.
yeah, if they did, who cares? But I doubt it even happened or it did. Or it did. It is ever out of the ordinary. Gunn is cooking and Snyder Bros angry, so they putting this out there because they hate him. Was it them? Who knows, man? I don't know.
You know,
Yeah, Sequential Geek. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. That's for sure. We saw some set photos, so we'll take it from.
to be honestly, I would have loved to see the Michael B. Jordan version of Superman. That would have been cool. I think that would have been different. I would have actually enjoyed that. Whatever.
Could have been, but studios are not comic geeks. They don't get it. Now the cartoons are awesome, and that I agree with at 100%.
That's that's one of those things, man. Like the every DC
Simo,
animated series has been freaking awesome. All the Batman ones,
yeah,
I have rewatched them because they're that good. All the Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin, everything. Fucking love those.
yep,
Love the animation, all that.
same dude, absolutely the best. But anyways, I'm not making anything big of this so far, guys. I've got
Nah.
faith in what's gonna come out by James Gunn, etc. Let's just take it with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. Like I said, saw some people on the internet going wild, trashing this shit already. I'm like, man, give it a chance.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna be sad. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, there you go. Give it a chance. But anyways, Jeb, let's get excited. The crossover that was inevitable, I guess, with recent stories. Marvel's new event is
Yeah.
all about the Venomverse versus Spider-Verse, and it's coming out, guys, in the upcoming year. So let's have this discussion. The event promo art from Marvel Comics only has text with minuscule visual components. There is some webbing with some thicker strands that slightly resemble symbiote tendrils. It reads
Yeah.
Spider Verse versus Venomverse. That's right. And it's
I
in
mean,
black and red
they've
lettering.
they've literally done Spider Verse to death. They've done Venomverse to death. What do you do next?
Clash it together, baby.
That's
It-
that's all there is to it. Like, let's come on,
exactly. Now, the only other information we have
guys.
so far is
Guys, I know. Fucking Death of Venomverse was kind of terrible. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple cool characters. The last Spider Verse, I enjoyed the last Spider Verse, the Evil Madam Web, all that kind of shit. I thought that was really good. It really actually was a huge change to the series. It was something different.
yeah,
Um, man, why not? This will be fun. It'll be nice to watch Spider-Man fight fucking Venom again, guys.
yes.
You
On
know what
that
I mean?
on that front, I'm all for it, baby. Let's see this unfold. But this is coming out in May 2025, so we're gonna have
Yeah.
Venomverse versus Spider Verse. So that's gonna be interesting to see. With so many recent additions to both universes, the potential for who could be included is very broad. Now, that's something that leads into what I wanted to talk about with you, Jeb, because Venom War has come to end. We have a new host for Venom,
100%.
and that has been pretty interesting. Now, seeing the direction that that's going to head, who knows, with the inclusion of that particular character being pretty much probably leading the charge here
Um, I feel like this, like the last couple Venomverse things have had nothing to do
with
with
the
what's
main
going
stuff.
on in the
Yeah,
main stuff, right?
yeah,
So I'm kind of hoping it's its own little, world.
yeah,
I'm hoping in the next like year, I'm like, give it a year, and we're gonna have Eddie Brock Carnage, and we're gonna have Luke Cage Venom, and then they're gonna battle eventually, and
yeah,
that's gonna be something that's gonna be really cool, and I can't wait to see that. Venomverse and Spider Verse, I hope is just its own, its own thing, and they just have a good, slam, fucking massive fight, and or what's gonna happen. This is how I'm probably gonna see it happen. It's gonna be like they're all gonna fight, and then they're gonna fucking join forces to fight a common foe.
yeah.
The formula is generally always the same, especially for something like this. Um, but it'll be cool to see if they're gonna bring back some cool like old variants of Venom, and some, I'm hoping to see Weapon 8, because that
That
was
would be
just,
cool.
I love Weapon 8. I hope to see the Viking Venom they just introduced, because I don't think they. I'm telling you now, guys, it's Luke Cage. Yeah,
No, it's not Luke Cage.
I, it could be Rick Jones. So this is my theory on Rick Jones. Rick Jones has been a gamma mutate. He's been A bomb. He's been all types of freaks. He's been Captain Universe. He's been Bucky. So there's the good chance, he could be the new Venom. Plus, Al Ewing fucking loves Rick Jones.
Yeah,
He puts him in all his shit. So I don't know. I think Luke will fit the build better, but I think it would be really cool to have Luke as Venom, just because he's got, he's the mayor, and he can't actually do anything as the mayor, right?
yeah,
So he gets to have his, secret identity.
yeah. Exactly.
But if we all read Venom War, right? We all read Venom War. I'm gonna say, I'm just assuming, spoiler alert. So we had Eganrak or whatever.
Yeah,
He was the gold Venom version, the anti Carnage. So we had the antimatter and the matter, and he started to rot,
yeah,
basically, because both can't be in the same space at the same time. He threw out Dylan. The thing is, Luke can probably wear the symbiote because he's got indestructible skin.
yeah.
Because anyone who probably wears Venom now, they'll just rot to death.
Exactly. So yeah, the Luke stuff does make a little more sense. Now,
Yeah.
just want to answer a few questions that popped up. Sequential Geek saying, "Okay, mark this date. How long until this versus the Venomverse ends up in the dollar hollows? Probably
Right away.
rather quick. Exactly. I don't spec on this at all. I just think it's worth mentioning if you're a fan
Yeah,
of
they're going
both.
to introduce a few new Spider-Man. They're going to introduce a few new
Yeah,
Venoms, and you're going to be able to pick up all the ratios for super cheap later on.
yeah.
That's my opinion. That's what's going to happen. I would say don't go too crazy heavy on it. Just, go and enjoy the ride, man. It's just going to be fun to watch Spider-Man and Venom fight again,
Again,
regardless
yeah.
of the variants of who they are.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well said, because I think that's all this is going to bring to the table. I think everybody just wants to see that showdown once again. That's pretty much it. But anyways,
Yeah.
moving on. We're going to talk this because we brought it up briefly within the FOC, but Hickman and Chichero. Chichero started teasing some stuff over on Instagram, and now here we are because Craven's Hunt is coming to our awesome world in the Ultimate Universe. Now we have the date here, December 18, 2024, issue 12, 13, and 14. So we might want to keep an eye out on this. I loved Craven's The Last Hunt. Over in the main timeline. I think
Dude,
it,
it's a classic. It's a
exactly.
classic story.
I was just
You
gonna say
can't.
it goes down as a classic. But like I was saying, Chichero says 12, 13, 14. You guys saw on the FOC side, issue 13 is there. I hope you managed to get yourself issue 12 as well over on FOC. So you might want to pick this up.
If they do this story like the most dangerous game,
Yeah.
it'll be cool. They're fucking. You got fucking uh red, or you got Goblin, Green Goblin. You got Spider Man on an island, and Craven hunts them.
Yeah.
And man, it's a classic tale, man.
Really.
100%.
100%. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Now, is it too soon, Derek? No, I don't think so. I think this is
It's time.
yeah, it's time. It's fitting. I think
They
it's gonna work.
introduced the Sinister Six. Now he's got to go through the gauntlet of all the Sinister Six, right?
Exactly.
I mean, if it was like wham bam and all of a sudden they just introduced Venom, I'd have been like, that's too fucking soon, guys.
Yeah. So
It's just too
that's the thing is if we would have gotten Venom this early, I think it would have been too quick. Now, don't forget, even within comics, we got Craven's the Last Hunt prior, right? So there's many other stories we can still explore before Venom. And you know what?
yeah,
If Venom were to even come out slightly after
dude.
this, I don't
The
mind.
the only way Venom would be fucking awesome in the Ultimate Universe is if he was freaking Uncle Ben. I see this coming and I just feel like it's gonna happen. I would love that. That would be so cool.
That would be rough. That would be so hard to
Wouldn't
reach.
that be fucked up? Like you gotta,
Yeah.
and then he ends up having to kill Uncle Ben.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you would kill him.
Or, Uncle Ben's gonna die as Venom. Like he's not gonna have a choice. He's gonna have to put Venom down, he'll have to put down his uncle.
You're
With
going dark, bro. I like this.
Yeah, man, and that is ultimate to me. Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, Chia bringing up a good point. Don't forget that the Ultimate Universe takes place every month, meaning Craven will terrorize Spidey for months, and Uncle Ben warned Peter the superhero life will crash into his normal life. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna get wild. I can't wait. I think the Craven's Hunt is gonna be a fun read. Like I said, the book's been stellar up to gate, so it's a no brainer for myself to pick up all three issues. I did FOC issue 12. I'm gonna FOC issue 13, and I can assure you I'm going for 14. The Art Chemist is in the house, so appreciate Art Chemist swinging by. Sequential Geek saying that name made me recall this Italian name, Greg Tocchini. He did the art on Low. Y'all, he should be doing some shit at former Marvel if they had a story ever worth his pedigree. I gotta check it out. Never. Maybe I did. I probably just don't recall the name. But yeah, Chiapet saying there is no way Peter puts Uncle Ben down. Like I said,
Man,
Jeb
I'm
went
just
dark. Jeb went
yeah,
dark.
yeah, man. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah,
Yo, people are gonna hate it, but I mean, what's gonna be most impactful?
exactly. It would be heavy, man. It would be absolutely heavy. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, speaking Craven, guys, I don't know if you guys saw this. Craven the Hunter is projected to
Dude,
earn.
I'm actually excited to watch this movie. Like it
Oh
looks
no,
like a good action flick.
I don't know,
It
man.
looks
It's good.
gory as fuck. It looks like a good action flick. And like, come on, guys, how many movies has Aaron Johnson Taylor ever really been in a bad movie? Can you
Well,
name a
he's
bad
gonna
movie
be, in
he's
my
been in?
opinion.
Huh?
I said he will be, in my opinion. Now the movie is projected to earn 20 to 25 million domestically in its opening weekend, being much lower than Morbius, which was 39 million, making it one of the
Morbius,
lowest
I
grossing
feel like
films.
gets a lot of flack too. I thought Morbius looked fucking great. Like
Oh,
he looked exactly like his fucking comic character, man. The story sucked, but it was like,
horrible.
come on, he didn't look bad.
It was horrible. Also to add to this, no post-credit scene. There's no Spider-Man reference, so
Good.
I think already that is expected. When it
Yeah.
comes to the Spider-Man stuff, there's no post-credit scene. There's no projects lined up by Sony in 2025, to my knowledge. So I don't.
Agent Venom!
Yeah,
Agent Venom! Ah!
yeah, I would love that, but I could understand as to why we're not going to see anything in a post-credit scene. At least, we did get the whole Scorpion Vulture exchange back in what was it, Homecoming? I still don't know what the hell's going on with that.
I that was them just fucking. They fucked up.
Yeah,
They shouldn't have done any of that shit.
yeah,
But I don't know. Craven. The trailer looked okay. I don't know about biological Rhino. Like, what's so hard? Just put him in a big, thick fucking battle suit and call it a day.
yeah.
I don't know.
I just thought of Ace Ventura when you said that. Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Bro,
so yeah,
that shit's so funny.
it was Homecoming way back in 2017, and yeah, I don't know, man. Everything's just wonky. It's all over the place, messy. So, I'm gonna wait for this one for a streaming platform. Don't care. Yeah, I've said it.
He looks the part.
He does. I will say he's got the look. I do like the look. Not entirely the Craven look that I've grown up knowing, but he suits the look. He suits the look is what I'm
Yeah.
just trying to say. Now, yeah, Chiapet saying Craven can't be an animal rights activist. Unfortunately, it's looking that way, so we'll see. But Jessica Jones star addresses possible MCU return, saying, "I loved playing her. One of my favorite roles I've ever played. I would, of course, love to play her again, but I don't see that. One, I don't believe her. I'm just
Yo,
gonna
yo,
put it
the
out
best
there.
part of Jessica Jones was Purple Man.
It
Tenet.
really was.
He was fucking phenomenal in Jessica Jones and her jeans.
Yeah, her jeans were fantastic. I thought the jeans made Jessica Ritter look absolutely amazing, absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
they gave her such a great ass, and you know what? I'm down for her to come back. I didn't think she was bad. The what was it? The second season with like the whole mom and shit that was horrendous. But the first season with man, Tennant was fucking amazing as the Purple Man. They should bring him back.
Yeah. Purple Man was fantastic, dude. Made the entire show for myself. Watching
Yeah,
Jessica Jones, like the casting was so good. The acting, everything, the story related to him was just great. Jessica Jones, the actress, I just found her good looking. Otherwise,
I remember seeing her in that movie Vamps,
yeah,
and I was like, oh,
yeah, man. First
oh
season,
yeah, oh
agreed.
yeah, baby. Mm.
Chia, spot on, man. The first season was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Anything after
yeah,
that was
100%.
anything
Yeah,
after that was garbage.
the second season was just like, oh god.
Yep.
You know what? They introduced Nuke.
Hmm.
Everyone seems to forget they introduced Nuke. Give me your red. You know, the red pill. He would
Yep.
take a pill, the
I
blue
remember.
pill.
I
Give me your
remember.
red, and he's ready to go fuck shit up. And I was like, okay, Nuke was cool. Nuke was cool. I wish they saved Nuke for Captain America.
Yeah,
That would have been cooler. And they needed to give him his fucking tattoos, the
but
American
still fell
flag on his
flat.
face.
I found the character in the show fell flat.
Yeah,
It
super
didn't hit
flat.
the way it should have. Didn't hit the
No,
way
it
it should.
was fucking flatter than my ass. That's for sure,
Oh, stop! It's not so
bro.
flat. But anyways, let's keep it going because we've got some news, whether you like it or hate it, guys.
Yeah,
Venom: The Last Dance has
dude.
officially become the seventh highest grossing film of 2024 worldwide,
Yo,
earning
man. Venom: The
456.
Last Dance was the little engine that could.
Yeah,
hundred
really well.
percent. You can't even shit on it. Honestly, man, the xenophages looked fucking awesome. They were cool. I'm glad they were the bad guys. The so I actually found out. So the fire symbiote was called Lava.
Okay.
The other two symbiotes, one was Bruiser, the one who punches his feast,
Yeah.
Jim, aka Bruiser,
Yeah.
and then there was the one who became the twin was Animal and Tendril.
Okay. I would have never.
So,
I would have never guessed.
and then of course you have Lasher, who was the green one,
Yes.
Agony, and then you had the white one, which was just the white one who got 8, and then the green one who was uh, taking the place of Toxin. That was not Toxin, everybody, just FYI, because they're saving Toxin for Agent Venom. The only way this would be super awesome is if they do Agent Venom like the series, like the regular series. So we bring Tom Hardy back, put him in the Toxin symbiote. I already wrote this fucking movie out in my head.
Yeah, I
Like,
know
let me
this.
tell
I
you.
could see that.
Yeah, I've already wrote this movie out in my head. You bring Tom Hardy back, you bring Scream, maybe Agony, but Toxin will be the bad guy. And then, man, it would be awesome. And
Yeah.
then they already introduced Flash Thompson. He got his legs bit off in the movie. Lots of
Yeah.
people don't realize all the Easter eggs that happened because Thompson was in Venom The Last Dance. He
Yeah.
just got his legs bit off.
Lots of potential for such, man. So
Agent Venom would be a cool, just the way I see it, would be a cool way to go.
yeah.
So I don't know. This movie was the little engine that could, and Andy Serkis's no was fucking what little he did in
Yeah.
it. It was you felt it. You know what I mean? Like this will be a character that will be in the next movies will be massive.
Yeah. 100%. I would love to see the Agent Venom stuff. Now, to give you guys an idea of what the actual top 10 highest grossing films worldwide are this year so far for 2024, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes came in at number 10 at 397 million. And number 9 was Bad Boys Ride or Die with 404 million. Number 8 had Beetlejuice with 451 million. Venom, of course, taking number 7. Kung Fu Panda, number 4, came in at number 6 with 547 million. Number 5 was Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, 571 million. Number 4 was Dune Part 2, 714 million. Number 3 was Despicable Me 4 at 968 million. Deadpool and Wolverine came in at number 2 at $1.3 billion dollars, and number 1 belongs to Inside Out 2 with $1.69 billion dollars. So not bad for a top 10 for 2024. Now, I
Yeah,
could already foresee Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes being knocked out because Moana already hit well over
yeah,
200 million in opening weekend. This weekend alone, a lot of people went to the theaters because the box office fucking exploded this weekend.
yeah.
So yeah, man, not bad. Like you said, the little engine that could. Venom
Man,
managed to do this. So
man, fucking Bad Boys Ride or Die.
yeah,
When the son like goes full military and fucks everyone up in the living room,
yeah,
I was like, "Oh my god, it's that little fucker! He's Richie! Like, let's go!"
yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
man, that was so badass.
pretty interesting. But guys, I want to get into the big topic for tonight, and like I said, we're going to talk about some things related to the hobby. Now, gossip going on is that DC Comics to relaunch Superman number 1 and Batman number 1 in 2025. Now, here's why. DC Comics is thinking of doing that alongside the new movie and Hush 2 conclusion. So DC Comics plans to relaunch Superman number 1 and Batman number 1 in 2025. The new Batman series follows Hush 2, running from issues 158 to 163. Superman relaunch aligns with James Gunn's upcoming movie. So there's that too. And Brevoort highlights the benefits of new number 1 issues for sale. That's within the article that you can go find at bleedingcool.com. But here's why I want to bring this up, because within comics, this is something we've seen a little too often in recent times. I would say in the last 10 years, easily, we've seen
Yep.
this happen over and over and over again. Now, one thing I do appreciate is that the Hush story, they could have hit reset now. They have new writers, they have new things happening within Batman. They could have hit reset now and capitalized on that, but no. It looks like they're going to hold off till after that. So once we get the Hush 2 conclusion, most likely we might be getting a reset. We're going to go back to Batman number 1, and same thing with Superman. Now, Superman, it aligns with the release of the film. I get it from a business standpoint, right? I get
Yeah.
it. It's a number 1. People are going to flock to it. It's automatic. Us collectors are suckers for those number 1s. So we tend to
Yeah.
just immediately throw our money at it. Um, Superman side, I get it. Batman, whatever. But I want to talk about this on a general scale, on a grand scale, because oftentimes in comics, like I said, we're seeing this. I how many times do we get issue number 1, Legacy 66202, whatever? Like, it's just random fucking numbers, and every time they capitalize on that, and they come for our wallets. Um, Prime example, I'm going to use Spider Man. Amazing Spider-Man, literally since Amazing Spider-Man 1, where we saw the introduction of Cindy Moon,
Hmm.
we've had like three relaunches since there, right?
Yeah.
I think three or four.
I
It
mean, at this point, it's just something we have to accept. Every volume's probably going to be a first issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you feel the need to hit reset all the time on the
Doesn't
volumes?
matter what we feel, man.
No,
They're
no,
gonna do it.
but
They're
I'm
gonna
curious.
fucking do it every time.
I know they will. I know they will. But what's your thought as a collector? Like, does it throw you off? Does it piss you off? Do you think it's necessary? What do you think about it?
I would say it only pisses off people who worry about legacy numbers.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I I don't care. I don't care. As a person who buys comics, every time there's a new volume, I don't care because you never know, that could be the beginning of the one of the greatest volumes ever. You can always hope, right?
yeah. So you go into it with that whole perspective,
Yeah.
right?
I
But
know
then
you
on the
got
on
to
the on
also
the flip side,
remember.
yeah. Go ahead. Go
You,
ahead.
you also have to remember that, like, man, it's cool that they do it because every generation has their, volume of Spider-Man that fucking touched them. You know what I mean? And I'm sure with Superman, Batman, everyone has that series where it was like, oh, that was the one I read when I was growing up, and and man, that was super important. The new characters, the growth of the character or whatever. That's what hit me on the inside, right? For
Yeah,
me, it was like in the '90s in Spider-Man, Mark Bagley
yeah,
and his run and all the, like, everything after that. It was just like, I will never forget that.
yeah.
So you can only hope. But I mean, let's be honest, like most like comic buyers are like us old fucks anyways. But
True.
do we get sentimental still? I would like to hope so. I like to hope, like, anytime they start out a new, a relaunch or whatever, and they generally bring like a lot of old characters back. You know what I mean? For
Yeah,
relaunches, and then you get to be sentimental about those characters again. Superman will fight Metello for the 1 millionth time, and then a new version of Lex, and then a new version of uh, Silver Banshee.
yeah.
Shit like that.
For myself, here's the different perspectives on this. So when we look at it on the, let's say, the numbering point, right? The
Yeah,
legacy number and then the volume, etc. I understand. I really understand when it, they're giving us a number one. That's fine. Okay, we're hitting reset. But then we have the number one, and ironically, it's at issue 625. Then after we get to issue 25, we have a milestone issue, which they're going to pump numbers, and then they're going to hit, oh, but it's legacy 650. So
yeah,
that type thing. Or maybe I used the wrong numbers because both fall on the same, but they offset it, right? They offset it so they can capitalize on two big milestones where you can get an issue 25 that is going to cost a pretty coin, and then after, once it hits 650 on the legacy number, then they're going to hit us again. That thing bothers me. That bothers me because sometimes those stories are just fucking fillers.
yeah.
They're just not necessary. I just spent 9.99 on a book because you hit a milestone issue. Um, I just don't jive with that. Now,
Yeah. Nick
when it,
hit something right here where when they abandon continuity.
yes, that's
When
that's
they
the
when
problem.
they abandon continuity, it drives me fucking insane. So Venom War 5,
Yeah,
Flash Thompson and Eddie are talking. They're talking about the Zombiettes, and Eddie brings up Lee Price, and Flash Thompson's like, "Who?" And Eddie's like, "Oh, he was a fucking piece of shit who I dealt with before."
yeah,
Flash Thompson and fucking Eddie Brock fought Lee Price in fucking Alpha and Omega.
yes,
So he was called Maniac. I'm pretty sure Flash Thompson knew he was Lee Price. And
mhm.
Al Ewing just completely fucking forgot about that, or they didn't do their, homework. And shit like that does piss me off. I agree.
Yeah, and that is another issue with the resets, right? When they start to relaunch some things and we bring in a new creative team, we bring in new writers, and things get abandoned, right? Like I watched,
Do your research. Do
yeah,
your research.
yes,
Jackie. Jackie, do your research.
absolutely, man. Do your research, and I think that is also frustrating from a reader's perspective. So on the reading side, things like that piss me off. The legacy stuff versus the numbers on the volume hitting, let's say
Yeah.
25, 50, 75, 100,
And like
whatever.
why would they fuck around with shit like that? Because they know comic book fans are the most anal fans that exist.
Yeah,
Like, let's be honest. Like, we are fucking anal. And if you fuck with our baby, we're gonna be like, we're gonna tell you, and we're gonna be like, hey, you idiot.
yeah,
In issue 167, this happened and you completely forgot it. Like, ugh, fuck
yeah.
you.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be upset about things as such, but then after, like I said, the other perspectives, I could see why, let's say, DC would want to revamp, not revamp, but like
With the new
relaunch.
movies coming out, 100%.
Exactly. Superman, it falls in line. So then people will watch the movie and be like, oh, what's the latest Superman issue that I should jump on? Well, here's a good jumping on point, right? So, on
Yeah,
that perspective, I get it. I get it. So,
yeah,
there's multiple ways of looking at this, but I do find it annoying. I do find it annoying.
yeah.
I'm appreciative of the fact that, example, now would have been a good opportunity for Batman, example, with the Hush stuff, right? But no,
Hmm.
they're not going to go that route. They're going to just ride it out until after the fact, and then we'll see from there. I guess we're going to get a new creative team, etc. So I guess I'm on board when it comes to Batman as well. It's just like I said, annoying with the legacy stuff. That always messes me up.
Derek, no one cares about Vampirella. Just joking. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but
JK, bro.
it's
JK.
yeah, it's a great conversation to have. It's a conversation I know many collectors tend to have.
It's
Um,
it's something that we like, yeah, exactly. Don't fuck with our baby, Alex.
yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. But guys, let me know what you guys think of the situation. If you are for it, against it, does it bother you, or you don't care? You're just happy to be buying comics, regardless of the fact. Sound off below if you're catching the replay. Yeah, exactly. Let it explode. And yeah,
Fucking
man.
whatever, man.
Like I said, let me know for next week. Next Sunday, Dan Torre is going to be hopping on. It's my birthday.
Van Torres,
Yes,
and it's birthday week.
that's right. It's my
Fuck yeah,
actual birthday on the show.
actual
So
birthday. Damn.
yes, it's my actual birthday next Sunday, so we will
How old are you
celebrate
turning,
all
bro?
together. I'm gonna be turning 35, so does that get me a legacy issue?
No, he's a
How does
baby.
that work? How
You're
does that
just a
work?
You're just a baby. Just
Yeah,
a baby.
little one, just a little baby. But
baby.
yeah, man. So Dan Torre is gonna be on. We're gonna be giving away a slab to you guys to celebrate, and yeah, see, on my own birthday, I'm giving stuff away to you guys. That's the way it's gotta be, right? That's the way it's gotta be. I'm already in the Christmas spirit, and so is Dan. This is all Dan. So thank you, Dan Torre. Nothing but love. I'm not begging for. I'm not begging for this. Stop it. Stop it. Um, but no, what I am begging for is for you guys to just, you know, sound off. Let me know what you guys think of tonight's discussion. I want to keep this going. I want to have real hard talks when it comes to the hobby itself. And we'll just shoot the shit every week. It's a new guest, so why the hell not, man? I love getting different perspectives. I love having Jeb on the show because, as you saw, very informative tonight. Every time he hops on, I hope it's not the last one for 2024. I hope I get you on before the end of year.
Maybe you try to do something like, I don't know, New Year's maybe.
Let's
Who
do it,
knows?
man.
Who
Let's do
knows?
it.
We'll see. I'll have to see what my schedule at work is because I'm fucking shift worker, guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
But then again, we could probably kick off the New Year show.
let's
That would
do
be
it.
fun.
Let's
That
do
would
it,
be fun.
man. Because there's a lot of stuff to look forward to in 2025. But
100%, man. Yo, there is always good things to look forward to in comics, guys.
yeah,
Let me tell you.
100%, 100%. Yes, giving away slabs next Sunday by Dan De La Torre. Thank you very much, Cliff. I appreciate that comment. You know, I got nothing but love for you,
And
sir.
Michael Baker is going to send me his 252 Toy Biz 9.8. And I really appreciate that one. Thank you, Michael Baker, for sending that to me this week. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah. Best of luck. Well, who won the bid? Aren't we all bidding on the slab behind you? I think Sam Mal's at $3, but thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Means a lot, man. The fact you guys even tune in. But what I wanted to say is that I'm planning on also doing some other stuff before the year wraps up. So obviously the holidays are coming through. I'm still gonna go live and do my things and bring you guys content on the Sundays. But there's a lot to celebrate in 2024 as comic collectors. I feel like we had a great year. So many great books dropped in 2024. So why not highlight some of the the tops, the favorites that dropped in 2024? Let's make a list. We'll have fun, man. And it's not going to be a list for Santa. It's going to be a list for us. For us, the comic.
Let me do this for Dick. Let's fucking go!
There you go. That's how we do this. I love it, Jeb. Bring that energy every single time you're on. You never fail. You never fail.
Man, yeah, it's not easy being sleazy.
Yeah. Well, Jeb, do you have any last words for the chat and those catching the replay?
Nah, man, I just want to say you guys are all kings. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming and fucking with us tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm just hanging out on Instagram. I haven't done any lives and shit for a while. I haven't been into it. So
Go live.
I will go live one of these days. Other than that, man, I just want to say, God bless everyone. Hope everyone had happy, safe holidays, and hope everyone has a, happy, safe New Year, and everyone. I hope your Thanksgiving was fucking great.
Yeah, man.
Hope the families didn't fight too much. Because I know that shit happens. But because we realistic. Can I say, man?
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody.
If you want to talk realistic, guys, I also want to remind you guys before we wrap up this show, it is the first of the month, and every time I go live, first of the month, I need to remind you.
First of the month, get up, get up, get up, and that's a get up. Wake up, wake up.
That or
Rent?
screw the landlord. Close the door on that landlord.
Yo, Peter fucked up, man. He should have been stucking the fucking landlord's daughter.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Yeah, when he had the symbiote, he should have been doing that.
Yo, she was hot. Like she definitely glow up for sure.
Yeah, $10 on that one. Alex might take it. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This Thursday, catch me over on Covrprice's YouTube. Go subscribe. We're going live. The Shakers, baby. And I can't wait to talk about the books that are going to be shaking this week. So I will see you all there. And don't forget, next Sunday, Dan De La Torre, we are doing some giveaway. Enjoy your week, guys. I will see you.
Man.
Adios.
Good night, everybody.
Fuck yeah.